They walk among us in Facebook comments, in group chats, in your aunt's late night texts.
Mostly your aunt's
No,
text.
yours.
No, yours.
I am your host, Sindee Nyte.
I am your co-host, William Patrick O'Toole Miller. I get it. It's a long name. Get over it.
Tonight, we are diving into modern wives' tales, the digital campfire stories that refuse to die.
Tonight, we investigate the myths, the madness, and the mildly concerning life advice from strangers on the interwebs.
Because some legends belong in history.
But some belong in the trash.
Welcome to Creeping It Real.
Sindee sips ink from a crystal cup. Topics float up in a swirling puff. Tonight a pirate, tomorrow a priest. She toasts each topic like a charming beast. One co-host swears the moon's alive, the other claims they did not survive. Welcome to Creepin' It Real. Sindee Nyte, the Baroness. Curious questions answered, pulling all the threads of your strange routine. Step through the doorway where nothing's ever quite what it seems. Raise your glass to the unusual things. Welcome to Creepin' It Real.
And we are off the legendary 7-year gum vacation. Gather round, because this myth has been haunting digestive tract since before your grandmother's purse candy fossilized.
Short answer no, swallowed gum does not stay in your body for 7 years. Long answer when you swallow chewing gum, your body treats it like that one party guest who refuses to mingle. It can't digest the gum base, but it absolutely knows how to escort it out.
Mhm. Here's what actually happens. You swallow the gum. Duh. Your stomach processes what it can. The sweeteners and the flavorings get broken down like any other food. The indigestible gum base moves through your intestines. Exit. Stage. Yeah, no. Yeah, runs out the back door.
Most swallowed gum passes through your system in a few days, not 7 years of rent free squat. So, where did the myth come from?
John,
Hmm,
he wouldn't stop.
no.
Parents. Tired parents. Parents.
Mean parents.
Oh, yeah. Rude as hell.
I know.
No, parents who are absolutely done fishing gum out of hair, carpets, and under dining tables, which doesn't make any sense because if the kids are swallowing it, what the fuck are you worried about it being in their belly?
Right.
And it shouldn't be in the carpet unless your kids are shitting on the carpet
That's
or
true.
blowing bubbles and it's popping out the backside and making a mess.
He's on a tangent.
Sorry, stop. The myth was basically the original "Don't make me turn this car around."
But in very rare cases,
Ooh,
swallowing large amounts of gum repeatedly,
Mhm.
especially in children, can contribute to intestinal blockages.
Ooh, I hate those.
I know. We're
Mhm.
talking serial gum consumption levels, not one rebellious chew.
Ooh.
Bottom line, if you
Mhm.
accidentally swallow your gum, your digestive system will handle it with quiet efficiency and zero drama, even if your third grade teacher says otherwise.
But Mrs. Callahan never lied to me.
Sure.
Sleep easy tonight. Your intestines are not running a 7-year timeshare for Wrigley's.
Next, the ancient parental prophecy. Sit back or you'll ruin your eyes. Cue the dramatic organ string. Let's
Dun,
dim
dun,
the
dun.
lights and drag this myth gently onto the examination table.
The reality, not nearly as spooky. Sitting too close to a television does not permanently damage your eyesight. Your retinas are not being slowly sauteed by Netflix. Although they got some really funky things on that.
Oh, I'm sure.
What can happen?
Eye strain.
Oh,
Your eyes get tired from focusing up close for long periods. Also, headaches,
uh-oh.
especially if the screen is bright or the room is dark.
Mm. Dry eyes because you blink less while staring intensely at the glowing rectangle of doom. Oh, so much drama.
You know?
But permanent vision damage? No credible scientific evidence supports that.
Why the myth refuses to die. Back in the prehistoric era of television, the
Oh.
1960s, some early TVs leaked small amounts of radiation. Concerning.
Hmm.
Parents everywhere collectively lost their minds, and the warning stuck around long after the danger vanished.
Mm. Modern TVs are about as threatening to your eyeballs as a mildly judgmental houseplant. But the one creepy caveat, if someone, especially a child, always sits extremely close to the TV, it can sometimes signal dun, 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 nearsightedness. No shit, Captain Obvious. They literally can't see well from far away. A developing vision issue.
So the real villain isn't the TV.
Nope.
It might be uncorrected vision doing a slow, dramatic monologue in the background. To keep your peepers from feeling like overworked Victorian ghosts, follow the 20-20-20 rule.
Mm.
Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds.
Hmm. Can I do 2 10 minutes?
No.
But fine.
Right.
Don't watch in a pitch black cave. Reduce contrast strength. Blink. Yes, I'm serious. Come on. Some humans forget. Not everybody, but some of them. Sit at a comfortable distance, roughly 1.5 to 2.5 times the screen's diagonal size.
And who is calculating that? I am not a math person.
Right. And you got a big ass TV. Your room's only so big. What are you
Right.
going to do? Watch an 80-inch TV from the driveway?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or through the window in your driveway into your bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Final verdict?
Ah,
Will sitting too close to the TV ruin your eyesight?
maybe. No, it won't. Uh,
Will your eyes get cranky, dry, and dramatically over it?
Absolutely.
Your eyeballs are resilient little drama queens. No delicate Victorian orchid.
Moving on to the ancient art of womb watching. Gather round, dear mortals, as Uncle Common Sense gently but firmly adjusts his reading glasses. I would, but I can't see. You may have heard it whispered in grocery store aisles and family group chats. If you're carrying high, it's a girl. If you're carrying low, it's a boy.
Spooky,
Ooh,
mysterious,
oh my God.
completely untrue.
Yep, liars.
No. The idea that your baby bump shape reveals your baby's sex is one of pregnancy's most persistent urban legends. Right up there with heartburn means lots of hair and pickle cravings predict a future circus performer.
Never heard that.
Me either. According to the myth, high round bump is a girl,
Mhm.
low forward bump is a boy.
It's tidy, it's dramatic, it's medically unsupported. The boring but important science. Here's what actually determines how you carry your body shape, your muscle tone.
Your uterus position,
Mm, I don't have to
whether
worry about that.
right, whether this is your first pregnancy,
Mm, I would want to
baby,
know who the father is.
right, baby's position, your height and torso length.
Not his?
No.
Mm,
Notice what is missing from our list.
mm.
The baby sex.
Oh, yeah. Multiple medical sources, including the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, agree bump shape does not predict fetal sex. Not even a little bit. Not even on Tuesdays under a full moon. Why the myth won't die? Unlike your lower back comfort, humans love patterns. Pregnancy makes everyone feel like an amateur detective with zero credentials and very strong opinions.
Also, sometimes the guesses are right by pure coincidence. You have a 50-50 chance.
No kidding.
And suddenly, grandma becomes the oracle of the living room. Statistics are doing the heavy lifting here. If you truly wish to know the tiny human's configuration, your options are delightfully modern.
Delightfully.
Delightful.
Have that delightful ultrasound around 18 to 22 weeks. Have that delightful non-invasive prenatal testing, or NIPT. Have that, I don't know, it doesn't really sound delightful.
No.
The chorionic villus sampling, CVS. Or amniocentesis. That one, I got that word.
Yes.
When medically indicated. Or the old-fashioned method, wait until birth and be dramatically surprised.
Right? Final verdict from the crypt. Your baby bump is many things: miraculous, uncomfortable,
Annoying.
occasionally mistaken for smuggling a watermelon.
Mm.
But it is not a gender reveal crystal ball.
Watermelon.
No, get off the watermelon.
I'm not even on it. Sounds good though right now. So the next time someone squints at your abdomen like they're reading tea leaves, you may smile sweetly and say, "Fascinating theory. The uterus will take it under advisement."
Tonight's episode is brought to you by
Common sense. Rarely used, never appreciated.
side effects may include eye rolling and fact checking.
I've done the eye rolling thing a time or two.
All right?
Mhm. Oh, they did it a little bit. Stop cracking your knuckles or you get arthritis. The cold clinical reality, aka science, ruins the fun. Good news, everyone, for your delightfully noisy fingers. There is no solid scientific evidence that knuckle cracking causes arthritis.
The most famous mic drop moment came from physician Donald Unger, who spent 60 years cracking the knuckles of only one hand.
Talk about not having a hobby.
All right. The result?
Mm.
Zero arthritis difference between hands, lifetime of deeply annoyed relatives,
Mm-hmm.
and one extremely committed bit of petty science.
I don't know, it wouldn't bother me any. What actually causes the pop? Tiny, little tiny microscopic tiny gas bubbles in the joint. Fluid rapidly collapsing or forming. Science is still arguing politely in the lab somewhere. There's no politeness in a lab. Not bones grinding, not your skeleton filing a complaint. But before you crack with reckless abandon, knuckle cracking isn't completely consequence free.
Of course. Repeated aggressive cracking may be associated with mild hand swelling, slightly reduced grip strength in some studies,
Mhm.
annoyance induced social exile. What it does not reliably cause is arthritis.
I want to know what aggressive knuckle cracking
I know,
is.
me too.
So, your joints are probably sick. Your reputation in quiet rooms? Less so. Crack if you must. And I know you do. I see you. Your knuckles are not secretly plotting an arthritic revenge arc. But if you're doing it constantly, painfully, or with swelling, your hands might be politely begging for a break. No, stop. Ew, shut up. And possibly some hydration and stretching.
And remember, the real danger of knuckle cracking is making eye contact with someone who hates the sound.
Yeah, I've known a few people like that. Picture this.
Oh.
It's a hot night. The drinks are flowing. If John's there, they certainly are. And someone slides you a juicy wedge of watermelon, like it's a harmless little life choice. Is eating watermelon while drinking alcohol actually dangerous?
Not in the dramatic call the coroner sense. For most healthy adults, watermelon and alcohol are perfectly safe together.
Woohoo!
Your body is not going to short circuit because fruit dared to attend the cocktail party. But,
Oh, you scared
and
me.
you knew a butt was slinking through the fog. There are few mildly cursed realities to know.
I've heard some butts in fog. Yeah,
Yes.
or something else. Heard some foggy butts. They're just weird.
Well, now you're just being weird yourself.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Number 1, the sneaky hydration illusion. Watermelon. It's about 90% water. Alcohol is not so much. Eating watermelon may make you feel hydrated, while alcohol is quietly doing its dehydrating. Villain monologue in the background. Result: you might underestimate how tipsy or dehydrated you're becoming.
2, faster drinking equals faster regret. Sweet, juicy foods can make alcohol feel smoother and easier to drink. Translation: you may sip more faster, and suddenly you're texting your ex and calling it research.
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 Such a whore. Number 3, sensitive stomach. Welcome to the swamp. For some people, mixing large amounts of fruit, especially high water fruit, with alcohol can cause bloating, mild stomach upset, urgent conversations with the bathroom. Not dangerous, just humbling.
4,
Uh-oh.
blood sugar shenanigans.
Oh my.
Watermelon has natural sugars.
hmm
Paired with sugary cocktails, this can contribute to energy spikes and harder crashes later.
Energy's nice.
Yes.
Crashing sucks.
Yes.
The dramatic bottom line. Eating watermelon while drinking alcohol is generally safe, but it can make you feel less dehydrated than you are, encourage faster drinking, occasionally upset sensitive stomachs.
Aw, poor
Yeah,
baby.
I know, right?
So you enjoy your watermelon, sip your beverage. Just don't let the sweet, innocent melon lull you into making decisions that future you will have to explain to the group chat. Stay hydrated, pace yourself, and remember the real danger was the choices we made along the way.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like an after school special. One of humanity's favorite pieces of questionable medical advice: feed a cold, starve a fever. A phrase whispered by grandmothers, 80s commercials, printed in old health books, and confidently repeated by people who also think rubbing onions on your feet cures everything.
That's
It,
gotta stink.
it maybe. I've
Right?
never done it, so I have no empirical evidence.
No, me either. But where did this charming little bit of folklore come from? Well, crawl with me back to the 1500s.
It's a long time
I
ago.
know, when medicine was less about science and more about vibes.
Ooh, vibes.
Yes. Doctors believed illness was caused by an imbalance of bodily humors,
Humors.
right? Not haha humor.
Aw.
More like mysterious fluids sloshing around inside you like a haunted suit.
Ooh, scary.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. A cold was considered a cold illness. Mm. Wow, on the nose right there, were you? The
hmm
1500s? So naturally, the solution was to warm the body with food. A fever, however, was thought to be a hot illness. So the logic was stop feeding the fire, starve it.
Which kind of makes sense, but,
Mm, mm,
right?
mhm.
And sounds very dramatic
Oh,
and slightly medieval torturing.
a little bit.
A little bit.
Mhm.
Now, here's the fun part.
Oh,
Modern medicine says that advice is mostly nonsense. Your immune system, that little microscopic army fighting the viral invasion in your body, actually needs energy. Whether you have a cold or a fever, starving yourself just makes your body weaker.
which means the real rule is more like eat if you're hungry, duh, drink fluids, bigger duh, like capital letters, and maybe don't take medical advice from a guy in a powdered wig who believes in bloodletting. Of course, if you do decide to starve a fever, you'll certainly lose weight, possibly consciousness, and maybe even your will to live.
No, no.
Oh no.
But look on the bright side. You'll also lose the fever eventually.
One of the most terrifying warnings ever whispered across the bathroom sink. Don't pluck that gray hair. Yeah, I was supposed to whisper, but I get it out of the way. 3 more will grow back. A threat so chilling, it makes it sound like gray hairs reproduce, like tiny silver hydras lurking on your scalp. Pluck one, and suddenly you've started a gray hair uprising.
Before you panic and
Too
start
late now.
apologizing to your hairbrush, let's talk about what's actually happening up there on that haunted attic we call your head.
I'm
Hair,
looking, but I don't see nothing.
no, obviously. There's ghosts in there, apparently. Hair turns,
Victorian ones?
huh?
Victorian
Yeah,
ones?
always.
Mm-hmm.
Hair turns gray because the pigment cells in the follicle called melanocytes slowly stop producing color. Think of it like your hair's paint factory quietly shutting down after years of loyal service. When you pluck a hair, you're not flipping some sinister switch that summons reinforcement. You're just removing that one hair from that one follicle. And that follicle will simply grow another hair.
I like Sinister Switch.
Hmm.
Usually just one. Not 3. Not a swarm. Not an army of tiny silver soldiers marching across your scalp like they're invading Normandy. Why Normandy?
I don't know.
So why do people think plucking causes more gray hairs? Why, Cindy? Why?
Because,
Oh, really?
yes,
That's all you got?
while you're busy interrogating that first gray hair, where did you come from? Who sent you?
Yeah.
Other follicles nearby may already be turning gray on their own schedule.
Mm-hmm.
It's not revenge.
Nope.
It's just aging.
Uh-oh.
Sneaking up on you like a polite but relentless ghost.
Uh-huh. Of course, plucking repeatedly can irritate the follicle and in some cases stop hair from growing there at all, which means technically you could solve the gray hair problem by eventually having no hair left.
Bold
A
strategy.
little bit.
Yeah, very dramatic.
Too dramatic.
Yeah. So the real lesson here is simple. Plucking one gray hair won't cause more to grow, but time absolutely will.
And time marches on. It's the most persistent horror of them all. One of the more dramatic warnings shouted through the bathroom doors during a thunderstorm. Get out of the shower, you'll get electrocuted. Nothing like trying to wash your hair while someone outside the door is acting like the bathroom has suddenly become a lightning-powered death trap.
But is there actually any truth to this soggy little horror story? Well, surprisingly, yes. But let's not panic and start bathing with rubber gloves just yet. When lightning strikes a building, the electrical current can travel through metal pipes, plumbing, and wiring.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in the shower,
Why would you be holding wiring?
I don't know, touching the water and possibly the metal fixtures, you can technically become part of the path that electricity takes while it's looking for somewhere else to go.
Yeah. Which is a very rude way for nature to say, hello. Now the good news. Good news, everyone. This is extremely rare. Modern homes often use PVC pipes, plastic, plumbing, which doesn't conduct electricity like metal pipes do. Duh. But the water itself can still carry current, and many homes still have some metal pipes in the system. So while the odds are low, not zero though, experts still recommend avoiding showers, baths, even washing dishes during an active lightning storm.
Oh, look, now you're giving people excuses.
Yeah, but we know somebody that doesn't need excuses.
Because if lightning does decide to take a scenic route through your plumbing, you really don't want to be standing there with shampoo in your hair thinking, wow, my conditioner has never tingled like this before. And let's be honest, there are worse ways to go than being dramatically struck by lightning in the shower. But explaining that to the paramedics would be a little awkward.
Just a lot would be awkward in that whole situation.
Exactly.
Yep. So the real takeaway is simple. If thunder is rumbling and lightning is flashing, maybe wait just a little bit before jumping into the shower or walking. Because the only shock you get should be in the bathroom. Is the one you feel when you step on the scale. I'll step on that bastard. Fucker lies to me all the time.
on to one of the creepiest pieces of bedtime folklore ever whispered in a dark hallway. Don't wake a sleepwalker. It's dangerous.
That wasn't whispered.
No.
Mm.
Which naturally makes it sound like the sleepwalker might explode or turn into some kind of midnight rage monster if startled awake.
Mm. Picture it. Are you picturing it? Oh, wait. 2:14 a.m. Your roommate is wandering slowly through the kitchen, eyes half open, making a peanut butter sandwich because Sindee ate all the cheese with calm determination of
Don't
someone
judge.
possessed by a very sleepy ghost. Maybe a Victorian ghost, but who knows? And someone whispers, "Don't wake them."
Why?
Oh,
Because apparently terrible things will happen. But let's step out of the horror movie for a moment.
okay.
Sleepwalking,
Mhm.
also known as somnambulism, happens during sleep, deep sleep.
Deep, way in
Yes.
there.
The brain is partially awake, but the person is still mostly stuck in dreamland.
Mm.
They might walk around, move objects, or attempt strange activities that make perfect sense in their dreams,
Right, right.
but absolutely none in
Z-
reality.
Zero. Like trying to open a closet because their brain thinks it's the front door. Or somebody pissing all over the ficus because they think they're in an outhouse. It's just not going to work.
No,
Waking a sleepwalker isn't actually dangerous. They won't drop dead. Their brain won't break.
maybe.
Their brain is probably already broken. And they won't suddenly sprout fangs and start chasing you through the house. That would be something.
Yeah.
What can happen is confusion.
And you got to think about it. If
Mhm.
you wake them suddenly, they may feel disoriented, startled, or briefly panicked.
Mhm.
Because you're waking up and discovering you're standing in the hallway holding a spatula for reasons you cannot explain. Frankly, I'd panic too.
Mhm.
That's why sleep experts usually recommend something much gentler.
Mm. Guide them back to bed calmly, quietly, like you're escorting a very sleepy zombie back to its coffin. So the myth that waking a sleepwalker is dangerous isn't quite true. No. But startling someone who's half dreaming, half awake, that can definitely make things weird.
And honestly, sleepwalking is already strange enough.
I think so.
Yes, because nothing prepares you for the horror of discovering that at 3 a.m. you apparently tried to cook eggs in the sock drawer.
Well, yeah, we're still hungry after the peanut butter sandwich at 2:14.
Yeah.
And our final tale is one of humanity's most beloved scientific theories. The moment food hits the floor, way down there, someone always declares with absolute confidence, 5-second rule. No. Yeah, we know someone. And suddenly, we're all participating, not all of us, in a high stakes game of culinary roulette.
Drop a cookie, everyone freezes,
Oh, dear God.
the countdown begins.
And it's a strange male voice.
5, 4, 3. Some brave soul swoops in, grabs the fallen snack, dusts it off like it just survived a minor battlefield, and pops it into their mouth with the confidence of a person who clearly majored in floor science.
Science! Science! But does the 5-second rule actually exist? No. Sadly for the snack rescuers of the world. Sorry, guys. Bacteria don't politely wait 5 seconds before moving on to your food. Not like the little guys are sitting there going, 1, 2. No. The moment food touches a contaminated surface, microbes can transfer almost instantly. We're talking milliseconds. Not a dramatic countdown narrated by a game show host.
Scientists actually tested this because apparently there are researchers brave enough to intentionally drop food on the floor in the name of knowledge. And the results? Bacteria jumped onto the food almost immediately.
That's fast.
It is, which means the 5-second rule is less of a rule and more of a comforting lie we tell ourselves while chewing a floor pretzel.
I like the term floor pretzel.
It's funny.
And sinister switch.
Yes.
Now, the good news is that not every floor is crawling with doom. Dry foods pick up fewer microbes than wet foods. Duh. And cleaner surfaces carry fewer bacteria. Duh. Squared. But if you drop a slice of pizza on the kitchen floor and scoop it up like a raccoon with dignity issues, well, you may have just added a few microscopic guests to dinner.
You. The real takeaway, the 5-second rule isn't science. It's optimism.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes hunger wins that argument.
Mm-hmm. And you know, the guy that does the 5-second rule that we know does occasionally look like a raccoon with the makeup around his eyes.
There you go. See?
Yeah, it's true.
So there's it's a little truth to our little
Yeah,
5 seconds.
crazy. After all, if we stopped eating food that touched questionable surfaces, no one would ever eat stadium nachos again. That's.
Right?
Oof.
Lightning round.
Oh boy! Wait, we're not going to get in the shower, are we?
No.
Okay. May science have mercy on us. Myth! You swallow 8 spiders a year in your sleep.
Absolutely not.
Spiders want nothing to do with your snoring. With your snoring.
I don't snore. You snore.
You can't prove shit.
You can't either. Myth.
I've heard the rumors.
Cold weather makes you sick.
Viruses make you sick.
The cold just makes you miserable while it happens.
Mm-hmm. Myth. Putting onions in your socks cures illness.
Who tries this?
I know it's some old wives' tale, but I thought there was
Right.
something to it.
Sir,
Yes.
please stop marinating your feet.
But I like soaking them.
Oh, sure.
Uh-huh. Myth. You must drink 8 glasses of water a day.
Hydration needs vary by person.
Well, duh. Listen to your body. Unless your body is telling you to microwave your phone.
That's not.
Yeah, why would you do that? Okay.
Wives' tales spread faster than ever.
Because sharing is caring.
But fact checking requires effort.
Yep. Before you believe something online, ask.
Is it science?
Or is it vibes?
And if it involves putting electronics in kitchen appliances,
Walk away slowly. But I wouldn't. I'd walk away in a hurry.
yes, run.
Yeah. Run, jump, swim. Get the fuck out of the way.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Have you heard a ridiculous modern wives' tale?
Send it to us. We're collecting them like cursed Pokemon.
Until next time,
Stay weird. Stay curious. And if you enjoyed the madness, hit that like button. If you didn't, oh, come on, hit it anyway. Subscribe for more questionable life choices and mildly concerning controversial topics.
think you might want to know when a new episode airs.
I do.
Click the notification button because you know you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Until next time, sleep well. But if something goes bump in the dark, don't panic. Creep it real.